Hello YouTube, this is Mario and Jay, and today the purpose of this video is to show you a quick video review of the Ubtel Q1. This phone, I got it from Skinny Girl. It took about 5 days through DHL, and I got it for $215, and of course plus shipping, so it came altogether came about $235, so it is quite affordable. So far, I can say I like this device a lot, and I'm going to tell you why very soon. It is very similar to the Zopo ZP998, and the reason I say that is because when I had the Zopo ZP998, it did support 3G on T-Mobile. So that's another thing I'm going to show you later on. You can change the themes at any time. It tells you right here, comes pre-installed, and then you have some standard ones. You can also convert it to the standard Android look, as I'm going to show you here right now. And as you can see now, it looks just like Android 4.2.2. So you can always change it and customize it the way you want. Now my favorite one is the lights. Okay, here on settings, I'm going to show you that this phone does have Android 4.2.2, and we're going to go to about. And here we see the system information is the Ubtel Q1 is the model. It comes with Android 4.2.2. Now, I did hear rumors that there's an update for this device for Android 4.3. So that's definitely great because, at least we know that it's getting support. This phone runs the MTK6592. It has 1 GB of RAM. It has 16 GB of internal memory. The display is 1280 by 720 pixels. Now, I can't say that on viewing angles, as you guys can see, the colors are so vivid and the resolution looks so nice that it makes it feel like if it was 1080p. Now, we know that it's not. And I like that because, Chinese could have easily fake that and say, yes, it is a 1080p screen, because to be honest with you, it does look like a 1080p screen. Here I have Antutu test. I believe I installed it already. And it gave me a score of 27,000, and I'm going to show you that right now. So it definitely has the MTK6592. And then here on devices information, we see the brand name. I've seen this many times, and I believe this has to do something with Alcatel. Alcatel is a big factory in China, and I think they manufacture Zopos, I think they manufacture Ubtel, Daji, and all these great brands that we're getting, and they put them on different processors like MTK6592, the 82, the 72, and then they make different type of devices to make them affordable for you. Okay, so here we see the system information confirms that it has Android 4.2.2, the MTK6592. Now on the camera side, which I actually think it could be true. It says that the back camera is an 8 megapixel and that the front is a 2 megapixel. So, I did test them both, and they do look a little bit of a better quality than that. And I'm going to show you a video test later on as well. Just to look around the device, on the side here we have the volume rockers up and down. And then here we have some sort of antennas. I believe this is for the Bluetooth, and this is for the reception of the phone. At the very bottom, we have the charging port / data port. Here we have the microphone. On the right side, we have the power button. And then on the top, you have the 3.5mm headphone jack. Now, on the very back, here we have it could be 13, it could be 8 megapixels, but in my opinion, it looks more like an 8 megapixel camera. You also have the dual LED flash, as you guys can see. And then we have the logo for the Ubtel brand. At the bottom here we have the loudspeaker, and then this phone is says designed by Ubtel in Shenzhen, so I'm assuming that the factory is based on Shenzhen. Here is on the back, we see that it supports dual SIM, dual standby. This is for the regular SIM size, and then here I have this is supposed to be micro SIM, but I was able to manage and put the nano SIM on here. And here we have, in case you want to upgrade the memory, you can put also a TF card. Now the only downside of this phone so far is the RAM. It's only 1 GB, but to be honest with you, it so far hasn't interfered with anything, because having 16 GB of internal memory already, if you're going to install applications, you can install them on the SD card instead of using your RAM. So that's definitely great as well. Okay, here in the front we had the ear speaker, we had the proximity sensor, we had the light sensor and all that good stuff here in the front. And then another thing I'm going to test here is the Wi-Fi. As you can see, I'm already connected to it, and it gets a great reception. It's very strong, and so far I haven't had any complaints about that. And now we're gonna disconnect from the Wi-Fi, and I'm gonna show you a speed test because I have right now I'm using Straight Talk, which is an AT&T based company, and I'm gonna show you here a speed test. Right, so here we have speed test. Let's go ahead and open it, and let's go ahead and begin the test. Sometimes it does much better than this. Sometimes I don't know why. I think it's because of the reception. Right now it's missing 1 bar, but I usually get between 5 and 9 megabits of download. The upload is usually 1 megabit. And then I'm also going to install the T-Mobile SIM card, which I actually have it right here so that you guys see that it's working with T-Mobile on 3G, which I was actually very excited to see that. Okay, so here we see the speed test for Straight Talk. And as I mentioned, you know, that could be because of the reception right now that I have. Usually average is 5 and 9 megabits of download speed. Okay, now here, just to show you around the operating system, the task killer looks very similar to the iPhone, and I kind of like it. You know, to be honest with you, it's a little bit different from standard Android. Here we also have the web browser. The web browser works perfectly well, and I'm going to show you here. I'm going to open youtube.com. Let's see, youtube.com. Let's go ahead and open it, and as you can see, I'm only using the 3G on Straight Talk, and it did open quite fast. Okay, and now another thing I'm going to do is the Bluetooth test. Here I have my little Beats by Dr. Dre. These are the replicas. So let's go ahead and turn them on. Now let's put them on Perry mode. Okay, now here on the device, let's go to settings. And let's go to Bluetooth. Let's turn it on. Let's search for devices, and here we see the Beats pill. Now we have it as connected. Now let's go ahead and play some ringtones. Let's go to audio profiles. Let's go to general, voice call ringtone. Okay, and now we powered it off, and now let's see on the speakers. You can see it is also quite loud and very clear. So that's it for the speaker test, and now next thing we're going to do is we're going to test the camera. This is the video test from the Ubtel Q1, and as you can see, the camera is pretty good, and it's actually a 8 megapixel camera just about, but it almost looks like a 13 because of the quality of it. It's pretty good. So there you saw the video test, and as you can see, the camera is pretty good. Now I think it's gonna be aiming more as an 8 megapixel, but it's still great. Another thing I'm gonna test now is the GPS. I have the GPS test on the Ubtel Q1. As you guys can see, it lots the signal very fast, and you don't need any modifications for this. I'm also gonna do a GPS test from inside the house. And there you saw the GPS test, and now as I mentioned, I'm also gonna test it from inside the house. So let's see if I find here the application. So here we have the GPS test app. It usually takes a few seconds to lock a signal. Sometimes it could take up to a minute. So let's give it some time here. And there we have it. It locks the signal very fast, and this is from inside the house, but of course when you're outside it works even better and faster. So as you can see, the GPS is not an issue either. Now what I'm gonna do is, as I promised, I'm gonna go ahead and open the back, and we're gonna remove the battery, and now we're gonna insert the T-Mobile SIM card. I already have the APN set on this device, so let's go ahead and insert them in. Let's see here. Alright, so there we see it, T-Mobile. Now let's go ahead and put back the battery on here. Let's power on the device. Here we have the LG G2, and as you can see, body wise they're just about the same size. The screen on the G2 is going to be a little bit bigger because we have it as a 5.2 inch. And then also we're going to go ahead and weight the device in the meantime. We're going to do it in grams. And the phone is 154 grams, so it is pretty light. And then I also finally got a new battery from a little measuring tool here. So here we're gonna go ahead and measure the Ubtel phone, the Q1, and here we have it set up to millimeters. And it's about 9.2. As you can see, I am correct, it's 9.2 millimeters. Now it's a little bit thick, but it doesn't affect the feel of it. You know, when you grab it on your hands, it feels very comfortable, and you can actually access the whole screen with one finger, so that's great, especially if you're a texter like I am. So here, as I mentioned, I have the T-Mobile SIM card. Let's go ahead and turn on the 3G on it. So you're gonna go more, mobile networks, and right now the data's off, and it's currently updating the settings. So as you can see, data connection is T-Mobile, service is on 3G, and here from the top you see that we have 3G on T-Mobile. Okay, and now next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and open speed test one more time, and we're gonna go ahead and test it to confirm and see what's the speed. Go ahead and begin test. And as you can see, it is doing currently a little bit better than Straight Talk. Now again, that could also be a reception issue, because when I'm outside, it goes all the way to 10. And the upload speed is actually a little bit stronger than Straight Talk. And here we had the complete speed test. So now what I'm going to do is, so that you guys don't think that I was cheating or anything like that, here you can see that I have it on T-Mobile, okay? And this is the speed test, and again, I have the SIM card on the back, is T-Mobile, all right? Great thing also about this device is that it comes with cases. It comes pre-installed with a screen protector, and it comes with a smart case. For $215, I do think it's a great buy. Now, on the gaming, this device supports pretty much any type of gaming, because it has the MTK6592 clocked at 1.7 gigahertz, so it's not gonna lag whatsoever. Okay, well, that's it for this video, guys. Please let me know if you have any questions. Comment below, subscribe for more, like the video, and have a good one.